Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. The Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense takes the field to start this game off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Shakes off the tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage, moving down the field to score that opening series.
So Duke's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking for a crease. It's Rudolph. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. 6th play of the drive coming up. He's going to pass. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hokies! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
They'll run play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Still on his feet at the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Pulls and fires complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Pass on the way. It's kicked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Still on his feet at the 35. Oh, look out! Past the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And he's doing a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tight. They stripped it out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football,
wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. He's looking for a man on second down. Quarterback moving. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to throw it again. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Starts to scramble to the left. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's open on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They'll immediately call timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's still 3rd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Buys a little extra time. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hokies!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On second down, looking again to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Extending the play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He wants to pass it on second down. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Afterburners coming. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a run.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The give from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Just keeps moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Keeps the legs moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. On the ground, it's Rudolph. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Pushes ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the
touchdown, Duke! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. On target. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. At the 20, he's got space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Hokies are in the hurry up. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Flushed out of the pocket. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Fires downfield. Hauls it in. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Shakes off the defender. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Rudolph. Bulls his way forward. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got him wide open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And they get him down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Try to get it on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Proctor. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. They've got the lead here in the fourth. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen football.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's the two-point conversion attempt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got him, and nobody's close. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Offense gets set for second down. The inside handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. Ripping through the defense. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Hokies! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at your defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his quarter.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
It's incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially